What's y'all, man? It's your boy Henny the Moore live at ATM Sports, reporting live with your boy West Coast. We over here bringing y'all this good late night cowboy content. We up early, ready to get to it, man. So everybody tap in. Let's get ready. We're gonna bring you about an hour 30 of some good cowboy content. We're expecting our boy landlord to come tap in with us. We're gonna talk about a little bit of everything. We on Odell watch. We have injury updates and news, and we just gonna get right into all that good stuff, man. So how y'all doing tonight?
Yes, sir. I like it, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Job security say I can't have you opening up too many shows. Like, God damn it now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Goddamn good right there, boy. I'm goddamn good right there. I like that. That got me juiced, man. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to everybody in the comment box. Yo, man, it's your boy West Coast. And, man, Henny, man, I appreciate you for having me on the show tonight, man. I appreciate you for having me on the show tonight, man. And, man, I'm ready, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to get off and go. Listen, I need a couple, I got to, I'm going to let you, we should be up on YouTube. All the tubes are used. All the YouTubes are up. Looks like we got a couple people on Facebook too, man. Hey, man, we out here just doing our thing, man. Cause guess what? Cause we popping. Oh,
Let me give a shout out to that boy Jeffrey. Hey, appreciate you tapping in with us, man.
yes, sir, yes, sir. Well, hey, shoot, man, I see you got Jeffrey over there in HCM Sports.
Yes, we do.
What? We got Jeffrey over there. Hey, listen, Jeffrey, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. You got the VIP treatment tonight, boy. Jeffrey, any question you got, oh yeah, you getting answered tonight, man. Appreciate you, man. Y'all
For
some
real.
real Cowboy fans, man. We asked you guys to go out and support these other content creators who are not new to the Cowboys. They just new to content creator. You know what I'm saying? And y'all doing that, man. So we just want to let y'all know that we gonna show you that we appreciate you. So anybody that's watching on HTM Sport, man, we gonna try to give y'all that VIP treatment, man, and try to make sure we get y'all questions answered. So make sure you answer 'em. You
Indeed.
feel me? All right, let me get up on let me see where I'm at on YouTube. Let me see where I'm at on YouTube. Let me see where I'm at on YouTube on my YouTube. Let's see where we at real quick. All right, so I got Jeffrey Lumbarazzi over there. What's up with you, my boy? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Hey, as soon as Facebook pops up, I will get to the shout outs on Facebook. Actually, let me see. I might actually be able to bring it up on my phone. Y'all know my computer Facebook be acting weird. I'm just being honest with you. I try to be careful of the things I say, but it be acting weird. But let me get a shout out real quick, and then I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna boomerang it right to you. Let's see. All right, so shout out to Nathan P. Loco. Shout out to Lauren Bowen, Joshua Davis. Appreciate you. Chris Hegan, appreciate you. And hey, Maurice L. Jacob, I need everybody under the sound of my voice to hit that share button. And then I need everybody under the sound of my voice to hit that star button. You guys already know when content creators go live, we are supposed to support those content creators. You feel me? So make sure y'all do y'all part because we for sure going to do our part, man. Henny, I'm going to boomerang it right back at you, man. Let's get it.
All right, indeed, man. So, hey, you know what? It's been a bunch of news right now, man. They done rolled out the red carpet for that boy Odell. They giving him this star-studded blue carpet treatment. Ain't the red carpet. We down to Big D, man. So,
Oh,
like,
big crippin'. Go ahead.
hey, they down there. They roll by Oak Cliff. So,
Mm.
hey, so they look, man. They done took them down to the Mavericks game. They up there sitting in Jerry Jones' seat. It's OBJ, it's Michael Parsons, it's Trayvon Diggs.
Mm.
I don't know why he's there, but that boy Corey, I don't know what the hell he does. I just know him as Chris Jenner boyfriend or new husband, whatever the hell he is. I don't know why he there, but they
That was
got
the
like
other
a
dude? That was
that
the
was
other dude?
that who the other dude is, the bald
See,
head
bro,
dude.
that's why I love you, man. Because I had no clue who the hell that was, bruh.
Yeah, man. So like they up here, they rolled it out. They got OBJ chants going on in the stadium. They done beat the brakes out the sun just cause and beat him by almost 30 points just cause Odell Beckham in the building. He done walked into the locker room and got a Luka Doncic jersey right after. Luka Doncic done trying to get the man to come to Dallas. Dez Bryant done made an appearance. They chopping it up, walking, talking. He with the entourage. I don't know what they got going, but they pulling out all the stops to try to get Odell Beckham. So my thoughts for you, man, is how do you feel about Odell Beckham getting all this? I know it's a courting phase with them; they really want him, but how do you feel about how they're going about the situation?
This is my thing, bro. I feel like we are making this girl prettier than what she really is. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people are like, West Coast, why don't you like OBJ? It's not that I don't like OBJ. I don't like y'all perception of OBJ. I don't have really a problem of if everybody viewed OBJ the way I viewed OBJ, I have no problem. I would have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Now I do have a problem with the Dallas Cowboys courting him and not doing all this for freaking Raekwon Smith. That does, listen to me, that does get down in my soul. Okay? I'm trying to let it go. I'm gonna let it go. But the fact that you didn't do none of this for Raekwon, like, bro, come on now, bro. Imagine Raekwon Smith. Can we just pause for a minute? Imagine a time. Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, Malik Hooker, Raekwon Smith. How you gonna tell me, man? How you gonna tell me that your mouth can you can taste the macaroni and cheese and tell it's too much salt, but you can't taste them greens and tell it's too much salt? I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand it, man. How can you go this aggressive after an offensive player when your strongest streak? Like, listen to me. The strongest thing in Dallas Cowboys right now is the defense, still to this day, right? But think about this: your defense also has the greatest flaw in freaking football. My
Yeah, that.
issue with the Cowboys is I feel like this. If this was another team, bro, they would be going after that versus going after the shiny thing. That's my issue.
Well, to answer your question on that, we both know because it's Jerry Jones loves box office. There's not a defensive player with the name that Odell Beckham has, and that's what it is. Because Jerry Jones, like, yes, it would be a move that on paper would improve the team, but it's also about selling tickets. Jerry Jones is one of the biggest showsmen in the NFL, and that's his brand. Like he always believed in catching headlines. So like there's not a single defensive player because like you said they missed out on the Roquan Smith. I don't think they wanted to give up any assets. So like they missed out on the Roquan Smith. So I don't think that there was another defensive player. Not there's another defensive player that couldn't improve the team, but there's not another defensive player that would have brought headlines like Odell Beckham is doing right now. So you
Mm.
see, we're sitting here to open the show talking about it. Like they got everybody in Dallas is talking about it right now. Like not even just like the fans. Like they got the Mavericks page posting Odell Beckham and the guys on the little recruitment trip. They got Rangers players tweeting about him. So like everybody in the sports world in Dallas is trying to recruit Odell Beckham to the Dallas Cowboys. That there wouldn't be this same fanfare for Roquan Smith if the situation was reversed. So that's why I think Jerry Jones went there. Now, is that football logic? No, but from the business aspect, I understand what Jerry Jones is doing.
Mm. Man, and you know what's crazy? You're selling. You're almost. It's like from a business standpoint, OBJ's not even on the team, and you're ripping the benefits from it.
hmm So
And the Mavericks get to reap the benefits from it too.
hmm everybody involved. Everybody involved reach the benefits from it. There's no such thing as bad publicity. And then when you get another star into the city, then that's just what it is. But yeah, man, like my stance on Odell Beckham ain't changed. I said like I would prefer you know for us to keep what we got, keep leaning on the offense to run the ball. I just seen Tyler Smith you know, tackle two guys and race it to the end zone on a 30-yard run that Tony Pollard broke off. So I want to see more of that. But like if they do bring Odell Beckham in, like it is what it is. But I just don't want them to get away from us being successful. And especially like right now, like this is another question I have for you. We're gonna segue into this real quick. We have glaring injuries. We lost Jordan Lewis. He had a severe foot injury. He's gone for the year. He was our starting nickelback. Then we just lost Anthony Brown with an Achilles injury. He was our second boundary corner. No Trayvon Diggs being the primary one. So we have a very big need at cornerback. And
You are the only participant in the
My bad. My bad.
conference.
oh, you're fine, you're
But
fine. So there, no, Glenn has played great. He's been spectacular. He has 3 interceptions from the slot position. He's fine where he is. Kelvin Joseph has been getting his ass towed up. There's no other way I can explain it. He has barely played, and he has given up 2 touchdowns.
when
He
you say
has
barely played, how many snaps?
let me go back because I don't have the full updated snap count because Pro Football Reference did not update their stats until Wednesday. So coming into the game, let me tell you this. Give me 5 seconds. I will get him pulled up. So coming in to that game,
And I'm gonna tell you, there's, and I love the idea. I know I'm gonna talk about that comment too because it's definitely it's a. I'm happy someone said that and brought that question up. I'm gonna put it on the screen too. He says that the OBJ will put the Cowboys over the top. My question is, why don't y'all believe the Cowboys are already over the top? You just scored 54 points, man, in the NFL. 54 points is a lot of points in college.
yeah.
In college football, that's a lot of points.
So I found Joseph stuff. It's not good. So coming into the game, he was targeted 5 times. All right, he allowed 3 completions. So that's 60%. He's allowed 49 yards, allowed a touchdown, and allowed a passer rating of 132.5 when targeted.
Mm. And that's
He
in
had
5 snaps. That was
in
5
five.
snaps coming in.
Yeah, that's just five. Yeah, he was targeted 5 times, and then that's not including the touchdown that he surrendered yesterday. Because, like I said, the stats were not updated until Wednesday for Pro Football Reference. So I don't know what the percentages is then, but it was not good. So in the limited snaps that he has played, he has not looked great. And so when you look at who can go out on the boundary, you don't need to move Darren Bland. He's playing
Yeah.
good right there. You need to leave him at slot. So Kelvin Joseph has not played well. Nashon Wright in limited snaps did not play well. You moved Izzy. I mean, his name is McQuambo for people who don't know the nickname. You moved him to safety for a reason. You did not feel like he could play cornerback for a prolonged amount of time at the NFL level, even though he did it in college. So you moved him to safety for a reason. So those are the guys you got, and then you sign a guy to the practice squad, Sheffield. So like it would behoove the Dallas Cowboys to go and look for a corner right now. And that's one of the questions that our boy Jeffrey had asked. He said, "Are there any free agents out there that we could bring in to upgrade the cornerback room?" Yes and no, because if you're being honest, if somebody is still a free agent right now, going to week 14, there are huge red flags.
Absolutely.
But there are names that have veteran experience that you could sign, and if you do not trust Kelvin Joseph, because one of them is Desmond Trufant. He has not played well.
And that's a guy that knows Dan Quinn, so I wouldn't be surprised if he got him on his Rolodex.
Right. Matter of fact, he was a Pro Bowler a long time ago in 2015. He was a starting cornerback on that Atlanta Falcon team that went to the Super Bowl. So Dan Quinn knows him very well. The issue is he has not played well and he is older at this point. Because once you as a cornerback, once you decline, you usually don't have a resurgence. I do know that I don't think he's played with a defensive line as dominant as ours. So that might help him, and he does have veteran savvy. And he did just play last year. It's not like he was a guy that's been out the league for a prolonged amount of time. He did play. He played for both the Raiders and who else did he play for last year? I know he played significant snaps for the Raiders. But point is, he played for 2 NFL teams last year. He was decent, but he didn't log in interceptions or anything like that. But he's far from the player he used to be. But To have a veteran mind, a guy with playoff experience, a guy who did play in the Super Bowl, a guy who is familiar with this defensive system, and he might still be better, even with all the crazy stuff I just said. He still might be better than Kelvin Joseph right now.
Yeah, and that's why I say, like, you know what I mean. If the Cowboys sign OBJ, I'm not, if as long as they sign other players along with him, I'm okay with it.
Right.
Like, I'm
Because
okay with it. But there's other needs. That's my biggest issue. There's 100% other needs. And let's just talk football for a minute, because there's some stupid. They're not gonna say stupid stuff because I'm trying to get better with my words. I don't want to offend nobody. But this is uncut Cowboys, right? Y'all know this is uncut, so your feelings might get hurt. There's some straight dumb comments, bro. Like, CeeDee Lamb is not getting double teamed. He's not getting double teamed. You guys want to know why he's not getting double teamed? Because of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. How can a team double team a wide receiver when we're running the ball like we're running the ball? Like, that is like, you guys like be taking these, like, I swear, like, sometimes folks just be repeating stuff they hear other people say, but you guys use the argument at the wrong time. CeeDee Lamb is not getting double teamed. No receiver is getting double teamed on our team. You want to know why? Because, bruh, you're running the ball. The extra safety has to be in the box to stop Zeke. Bruh, if we ever get in a situation where they don't have a safety in the box, we are not throwing the ball. You know what we're doing? Running it on your ass. Why?
think
It
about
makes sense. Like, listen to me. Teams are stacking the box against us right now more than any team in the NFL right now, and we're still number 2 in rushing right now. So even when they stop the box, even when they stack the box, they're still losing against the Cowboys running team, a running attack. So, bruh, the last thing a defense is thinking about, I'm going to tell you, be honest with you, there's not a defense in football that respects CeeDee Lamb enough right now to double team him. Bro, he's only getting like 70 yards a game, bruh. Maybe on Madden, and even if you double him on Madden, that don't make no sense. That's still, I love CeeDee Lamb, but he's not a receiver that is commanding double team right now. And I'm going to tell you, once he gets to that point, it's going to be over. You want to know why? Because how do you double team CeeDee Lamb and stop the Dallas Cowboys run attack at the same time? You can't. You absolutely can't.
there's
The
only 11
scariest,
players on the field.
thank you, bro. The scariest thing, the day that CeeDee Lamb gets to that point where they got to double team him, where they really got to bracket a safety over him, bruh, oh my God, the Dallas Cowboys going to score 60 points.
Yeah.
They're going to score 60 points a game, bruh.
So speaking of CD Lamb, he is currently right now. I'm gonna give hats off to Kellen Moore for this because we had an issue about him getting his star players the ball. The boy right now, he's 10th in the entire league in receptions. He's ninth in receiving yards with 928. He's ninth in touchdown receptions. So he's getting targets, he's getting catches, he's getting yardage, he's scoring touchdowns. I never thought I would see a Kellen Moore offense with her featuring one receiver primarily.
But you know
Also,
what? That's a run. But you know what? That's a run first defense. I mean, a run first offense. Because in a run first offense, you can only feature one receiver because there's only one football. Like, think about this. When we were a run first offense, let's say DeMarco Murray, who was your receiver? Dez Bryant. When we were a run first offense, and Emmitt Smith, who was your one, the 88. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're a run first offense, you only need one receiver. Like, you don't need your number 2 could be average. Could be averaged in a mug. Want to know why? Because he's only going to be getting like 3 targets a game, 4 targets a game. Your number 1 should be getting the 12, 13. You know what I'm saying?
and like you said, since we're running the ball so much, when you play action, a guy they on an island with a receiver, the receiver knows the damn route. So like he's supposed to win. So even if you're not that great of a receiver, you're supposed to win. That's why Noah Brown has been very effective this year. Michael Gallup is not healthy at all, and he's still going crazy
No,
on
I
guys.
think I think Michael Gallup healthy now.
You think he healthy?
I think he healthy now.
Mm,
I think you would put it like this. I think he healthier.
I think he
Hey, you guys.
healthier.
Hey, we sitting at 0 stars on Facebook. I know we cooking over here, man. Make sure y'all hit that star button. I know it's uncut, but we still got bills to pay, man. So make sure y'all hit that star button. And
Hey,
I'm gonna do this, man. If y'all hit that star button, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I see y'all begging for it, man. Hit that star button, hit that super chat, and I'm gonna open them up. You feel me?
I'll say this: with the moment that Michael Gallup catches a goal ball, like 40, 50 yards down the field, and he actually behind a guy, I know he's back. That's when I know that's when I know he's back because
Yeah,
the
but
goal the
even when
goal
he
bar
was
has
here,
been
he
there.
didn't really. Even when he was here, he didn't really do that. When he was here, he would jump over dudes. Michael
Yeah,
Gallup
but
ain't no 4.3.
that still hasn't been there.
He not no 4.3. He not no 4. He not no run past you type of dude. That's
No,
not
he's
him.
4 or 5. He a 4 or 5 guy, but he
Michael
is the
Gallup.
guy that goes
Michael
up for the
Gallup is
ball.
a run with you and jump over you guy.
Yeah,
Tariq Hill is a run by you guy.
yeah, you know what I mean. Cause come on, man,
Oh no. I'm saying that for the people and the peoples.
the people.
For
All
the
right,
people out there who don't know what we talking about.
I know you the people's champ. Okay,
Hey, shout out to my boy Carlos with the 100 band. I will get these phone lines on. Shout out to my boy what is that? Is that Ezekiel? Is that EZQL? I think that is. I think it's just spelled different. Shout out to
Yeah,
you. And hey, I'm gonna open up these call-in lines. I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all is not gonna be calling in talking for no 15 minutes, man, unless you're talking that good talk. You feel me? But hey, try to keep it short because I know a lot of people want to get in here. But Henny, go ahead and finish your point. Call lines are on, man. By request, let's get it.
nah, cause basically, like I said, like to add up to your point, like yeah, like when you are able to run the ball, like your receiver's going to be in single man coverage all night. It is like it's going to be like you said, it's going to be next to impossible to try and stop the run and then have guys in coverage. You can only choose to do one,
You can only do one, bro, unless you have 12 men on the field.
and then that's a penalty.
And that's a penalty. Yeah, that's why like I gotta get better because sometimes I just go Kanye West on folks. Like I be knowing what I'm saying, but I just like my delivery sucks. I know I get it. I'm working on it. But it's like, bro, like that's what I be trying to think. Like, where do people be coming up with this stuff from, man? And if we get Odell Beckham, you can't double team CD Lamb, bro. You can't double team CD Lamb now. You can't double team him now. Why? Because, bruh, look what we're averaging on in the run game. Shout out to my boy with the 500 stars.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Shout out to my boy with the 120.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
K Street Avenue Tay. What up, boy? Carlos
Yep.
Rios. What's up? I got some real ass Cowboy fans that follow me. I appreciate you. And my boy Henny Man. He bumping too, man. Everybody, listen, all platforms got people on. I got 2 people watching over there on HTM Sports. Shout them folks out, man. Let them know who's them people over there. Who's some very important people watching over there. And we got some people that's watching on Landlord's page too. Guess what? He's on his way. He gonna be coming up in here in a little bit. You already know how to trap it. Always open late. They say it's gonna be open at 10. 10 really mean 11:45. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. Yeah, I know what it is. But hey, real quick, man, I got a special caller. My boy, he support me real tough, so I'm gonna take his call right now. OG 310. I know who it is, man. What's up with you, man?
What's going on with you, fam?
What's up with you, OG? Talk to me.
I'm really getting pissed off about this OBJ crap, man. We don't need him. Look at what we did yesterday. Thanks to our running game, we don't need OBJ. We need a damn linebacker. When are people gonna understand that, bruh? I love my Cowboys, but they're really starting to piss me off.
Yeah, man. I
All this
mean,
OBJ crap, I'm tired of it.
it's the listen to me. That's just the way Cowboys is wired, man. Like we are just wired to always be attracted to the shiny object. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how we wired right now. But I mean, think about this. It's been the unorthodox stuff that's actually been working for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people thought Cowboys was kind of crazy by drafting a linebacker with Micah Parsons, you know what I'm saying? Or, a lot of these draft picks, the Dallas Cowboys have been unorthodox, and guess what? It's been the unorthodox stuff that's actually worked out for them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's those things,
Yeah.
taking the 4 offensive linemen in the first rounds over 4 years. That worked out pretty damn good for the Cowboys. Taking a running back 4th overall, that worked out pretty damn good for you. Drafting a quarterback, Dak Prescott, a fourth round pick, that worked pretty good for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like typically when the Dallas Cowboys go away from the shiny object, it's been working for them, man. It's been working for them. And then my thing is this, man. Go ahead.
I'm honestly starting to believe that Jerry Jones needs to be one of your customers for West Coast cannabis because he acts like it.
Yeah, he's smoking that Texas weed. That's the problem, though. That's the problem with him right now.
Everybody know the best comes from Cali.
You already know, man. Well, hey, OG, I appreciate you for calling in, man. You see that call line up, make sure you bang it.
All right, man. I'm at the plantation right now catching your show. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll try to call back before you guys sign off.
All right, sounds good, OG.
All right.
All right, 226, I got you. What? 226, it's your boy West Coast. Talk to me.
Okay, Aaron, you have 17 words to
226, it's your boy West Coast.
ready? 45 seconds on the clock.
Oh,
What's up with you, man? It's your boy West Coast. 226, it's your boy West Coast.
781.
Hey, is this your boy? Is you on the live? You is live? This West Coast. I'm about to let you go. And he's out of there. All right, man. Henny, man, what was your thoughts on that last call, man?
No, I get his frustration because like I said, we've been sitting on here talking about all the other needs that the Cowboys have. We talk about how much we don't trust Kellen Moore. So we outline how we feel about acquiring him. But like I'm not gonna let the Cowboys upset me. If they sign him, that's them. Just like I said, they do crazy stuff all the time. Well, like you said, that they do crazy stuff all the time. Don't make it right. But if they do it right, they can they can succeed. You know, you can make dumb stuff work. But
So let's
I
talk
don't
about how
want
do you make it work. Let's talk about how do you make it work then.
you make it work by not changing the offense around Odell Beckham. You don't need to restructure your offense. It just need to be plug and play. All right. The reps and snaps that you are giving to Noah Brown, just give them to Odell Beckham. Because on paper, he is still a better receiver than Noah. I know Noah
If he's
started hot
if he's he-
if
if
he's healthy,
healthy.
of course, because he don't need to be on the team if he's not healthy. So we're
Facts,
gonna just scratch
facts,
that out.
facts,
If
facts.
he's playing, he's healthy. So like we don't need to be signing a guy that can't come in and be who he's supposed to be anyway. So
And you can't count on the guy for the playoffs because you don't technically know how deep you're gonna go in the playoffs.
mhm. So you really have Odell Beckham for 5 games. You have for 5 games. If you sign him right now, like you might be ready, you might be able to get him out there for the Houston game. Odds are not. So you probably have him for 4 games. He'll probably come in and play, in the Jacksonville game if you do sign him. So you gonna have 4 games to see if he actually fits in the offense, and don't change anything. Just the same comeback routes, the same slants, the same over routes that Noah Brown been running. Just let Odell Beckham run them. And if Odell Beckham is still the guy, he'll be more productive on those plays. But still keep it. When we threw the ball 30 times, yesterday ran it like 35, 36. Do what you've been doing. 28 to 30 passes, nothing more, nothing less. You don't need Dak Prescott to save you because if you run the ball enough and let these receivers have these one-on-ones, Odell Beckham will kill them with just 4 targets. CeeDee Lamb will kill them with 8 targets. Michael Gallup will kill them with 5 targets. What I mean? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just got to get more production out. Just try to get more production out of the plays you've been running. That is how you make it work. You don't make it work by dropping back and throwing the ball 40 times behind the 32nd ranked pass blocking line. You don't do that.
Yeah, man. So I mean, basically, the key ingredient of getting Odell Beckham is, once you get him, don't start believing you're something you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like truly use him as an upgrade and not a change of. You know what I'm saying? Like Odell Beckham is not a culture change. Like if the Cowboys sign him, they need to understand this is not a culture change. This is an upgrade of a player. You know what I'm saying? And then outside of that, that's how it should be viewed. Because if you're like going in and then that would also be unfair to the players that are on this team, man. Like that would create so much dissension in the locker room, knowing that you've been here producing and then they're gonna come in here and change an offense for a dude that's coming off of an injury.
I don't think they'll change the offense.
I don't like you can't, bro. You can't, man.
There's not enough time to change the offense. Like
And to be honest with you, it's like, bruh, you know what'd be funny? We be doing all this. Don't sign Odell Beckham. They gonna do this. They gonna do that, and then they treat Odell Beckham like Avante Turpin.
wouldn't that be crazy?
Like that'd be crazy, right? Imagine the Cowboys doing all this, and then they literally get to play. Because that actually seems more realistic. Because remember, we were all saying, "Oh man, we Cavante Turpin, we about to be." And what was West Coast telling, sitting here, man, telling y'all that real that I always be telling y'all. I'm that uncle that is that. Hey, it's my job to tell y'all as my nephews and nieces the truth at all times. I'm uncle gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. They ain't gonna do it. Like, bruh, like I be trying to break it down to y'all nicely, man. My boy Maurice says, who would you remove from the 53-man roster? If I'm not mistaken, the Cowboys have a spot still from Terrell Basham.
Well, they have a spot from Terrell Basham, and then they're going to have to put Anthony Brown on IR.
Yeah, so they'll get a spot for free on from. Unfortunately, he'll get Anthony Brown's. Who, if somebody comes in, he'll get Anthony Brown's spot.
Hmm. And they still got Basham too, so they actually got two spots. So, like you said, they wouldn't have to do anything to sign Odell, then turn around and bring in another corner.
And you know what's crazy? I wouldn't be surprised if after this, if they don't sign Odell Beckham, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys did. Because I mean, you can't just be like all in on one player and not have a second and a third. Like, you know what I'm saying? There has to be other positions of need that you're looking at too and saying, hey, we may need. And my thing is this: if it doesn't work out for OBJ, then why aren't you open to then what? Get somebody else. Hey, I got this person on hold 973. I'm so sorry. Let me get him on the phone. 973, it's your boy West Coast. 973, it's your boy West Coast. Sorry, my bad, man. I had you on hold forever.
Yeah, what's going on with West Coast?
What's up with you, sir? Talk to me.
Hey, man, plain and simple, man. I'm done with the Odell Beckham, man. Like, it don't make no sense because it's like we have Gallup, and they had the same injury, man. Like, and it's taken how long for him to get into the groove in the offense, and you want this dude that ain't played no lick of football at all. It don't make no sense at all.
Yeah.
And now you want him to play, and you want him to get like he got to get acclimated with the playbook in 5 weeks. You think it's going to work? I really don't think it's going to work.
And my biggest issue is like, man, instead of working on time trying to get him acclimated, bro, why don't you work on more time with your offensive line now that Tyron Smith is getting back?
Exactly.
Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
just like work on transforming the offense into something
thank
different
you. Work on
with what you
something.
got.
Facts.
With what you got, and then you got James Washington. This like we even put him in the playbook. You wanna add him in, like it don't make no sense at all. You're just gonna sit there and you got Kellen Moore. He's gonna try to force feed him. He's gonna try to force feed him, and it's not gonna work. Like we're gelling right now. We don't need that right now. We really don't need it.
I'm going to tell you the thing about Kellen Moore. He's either going to force feed him or he's not going to feed him at all.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there ain't
Plain and
gonna there
simple.
ain't gonna be no healthy medium. And it's the cool thing about the game is, right? It's crazy because y'all don't think this dude gonna come back and be on no type of pitch count, no type of nothing. Like, y'all just like, it's crazy
Yeah,
how
he's
like,
gonna be the same
yeah,
same
like
OBJ
it no no
for
no
the
no no
injury.
no 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 no.
It's the
Fans actually think he's
same
coming
exact
back
play.
and gonna be better. Fans
Is
they think he's coming back off an injury and he like Tony Stark and he's actually gonna get better.
They think he Wolverine,
mm-hmm.
man.
Yeah, Wolverine around him up. You know what I'm saying?
He just gonna heal up,
It don't
jump
make
back
no
out.
sense at all. It don't. It don't make no sense at all. Like you seen it firsthand with Gallup, and he's on his first one. It took him a couple weeks to get back to it. He's on his second. We don't know what the hell we getting. Like literally, what the hell we getting?
Yeah. Well, shoot, man. You got any questions before I get you up out of here, man? I appreciate you for calling. It's a good call.
Nah, I just want to get my take on it. That's plain and simple. I'm done with the OBJ. Let's work on our offense ourselves. Keep running the ball like we've been doing. What you call our defense, just keep on headhunting like we've been doing. Like get to it. That's it. That's just work and get better. That's it. No, we don't need no extra add-ons. Just work what we got and improve the talent that we got. That's all we got to do, man.
Yeah. I appreciate you, my boy.
Exactly. Appreciate you too.
Annie, what's your thoughts on that call, man?
Nah, man, like you know, we have touched on this about 100 times at this point. Like I know there's plenty of people that aren't happy with Odell coming. I know that there is still a threat of Kellen Moore, having too much on his plate, especially with his track record. It's taken him several years to get Tony Pollard integrated into the offense. He has not found a way to get Devontae Turpin integrated into the offense. Amari Cooper has to complain about his touches. So, like when he has a smorgasbord of talent, he does not always utilize them to the best effect that he possibly could. So, like that is a red flag, in of itself. It is a cause of concern. So, like but with things like this, like I said, I'm not gonna let the Cowboys worry me. It's outside of my control at this point. But look, they got Mark Cuban meeting with the man. Mark Cuban done met with Odell Beckham. So like they shooting they shot. They they seen the baddest girl in the club. They sending drinks over. They done brought her to the section. They got bottle service. Like they going off. No, they going off, man. The bottle, the most expensive wings on the menu. You at the club. They got the got the five half wing.
Yeah, man, them
So they,
wings be like $20 for 5 of them.
boy, and they got it a 10 piece. So they spent about 40 for about a 40 piece. So man, they going all out for him. And even Jerry Jones to answer Jeffrey question. He asked, could he see him signing for a long term deal? Jerry Jones came out and said he would go outside of his comfort zone to sign Odell Beckham. And that goes a long way because this man don't say that about nobody. They usually say if the money works, this and that. He said he would go outside of his comfort zone to do it.
It's
So it
crazy
really,
how aggressive they are to get Odell Beckham, but they weren't this aggressive to keep Amari Cooper. That's just crazy to me, bro.
ain't that's what I be talking about, man. Like
That
Jerry
is
gets
crazy to me, bro. That is crazy to me.
listen. They ain't got to make football sense. It makes sense to Jerry, and that is the issue. Like the shit that makes sense to
I just caught that.
like the stuff that makes sense to Jerry don't always make football sense.
Appreciate you,
But but
Cavante
you,
Tay.
this the thing.
Keep K straight.
Jerry, like I say, this Jerry teams, like Jerry going if Jerry wants you there, you're gonna be there. If he don't want you there, you out the door. He did not want Amari Cooper. He felt slighted by the fact he suggested getting a vaccine shot. He did not do so, even though at this moment in time you don't even have to be
You don't even
vaccinated.
need the vaccine shot, so you were mad for no reason, old man.
He's mad about the principle. Some people get mad about the principle of things. He feel like I'm Big Jerry. He feel
That's
like
why I said,
he
hey Henny, that's why I say Jerry ain't no racist, but he damn sure a control freak for
you know, he
sure.
he damn sure a control freak. So like it's like Jerry old school. He said Jerry feels you gotta get down, you gonna lay down.
Hmm.
Amari Cooper didn't get down, so like he got had to get out of town. So like, but this thing he wants Odell for all other reasons. Like he does believe that Odell Beckham can come in and put the Cowboys over the top. And you know what? Jerry does feel like his time on this earth is getting a little bit shorter. He wants to win a Super Bowl. He feels that Odell Beckham will put them over the top in doing so. It doesn't necessarily mean it is the correct thing, like I said before. But and he really feels in his heart of hearts that signing Odell Beckham might be the thing to get them over the hump. So like, I really doubt, and like I wasn't even sold on him actually making it this far. I really think they might actually sign this boy. Not that I'm with it. Not that I'm with it,
It
but
almost feels like they've done so much where they almost have to.
yeah, they gonna look like some jackasses if they
They're gonna
don't
look
sign
weird,
him.
bro. They're gonna look
Like
weird.
dog, like you were on this man. This uncut. Y'all been on this man dick for like 2 months.
Hey, we ain't that damn uncut.
Like
No.
I'm just being for real. Like they've been going off. Like they've been going off. So like folks ain't put this much work in to get their wives. Like there are people married right now that did not put this much legwork in to get the woman they are married to, and they are going off to get Odell Beckham. So you know what, you just got. I feel like signing is inevitable because they're gonna look real strange if this does not come to fruition.
He said, this, this boy said, this boy said, y'all didn't do. Hey man, that kind of hit. You can't be that kind of hit home, man. Cause I ain't take my wife to no damn Maverick.
My wife still trying to go to one. I'm gonna take her.
That boy said some of y'all didn't do this for some of y'all wives. Whoa. Yeah, that's crazy. That's bananas. I mean, yeah, I mean and that's my hope for the Cowboys, man. And keeping it real, at this point, I can definitely, I can see it happening simply because off the that fact that the Dallas Cowboys they made, I mean, they've been going crazy over it, bruh. Like, but at the same time too, like I'm gonna stick to what I believe. I don't think it's gonna happen, man. Just because, bruh, like Jerry Jones has done crazier stuff, bro. I swear for God, Dez was coming back when he said he had dreams of him in the shower, bro. You
I
couldn't
remember that. I
tell
remember that
me,
crazy
bro.
stuff.
You couldn't tell me Dez was not coming back, bro. He never
Yeah.
came back.
And so you tell me, when you tell another grown man you think about him in the shower, that's cause for pause. So like, I don't know. There's I know for a fact there's not a human being in this world that I ever thought about it in the shower.
Mm-mm.
Like no. Matter
No.
of fact, even if you had that thought for real, Jerry, you don't say that shit out loud.
No, you don't. Some truths you keep to yourself, Jerry. Some truths
That
you
you
keep.
should have took that to your grave. That's something you should have been ashamed about and told your son on your deathbed. So Stephen to come a little bit closer. I once thought about dancing in the shower, and it went on out.
Because you definitely don't let the world know that. And then not sign him. Come on, bro. And
then
then
you did.
not sign him. And then you didn't even sign him.
Didn't even sign. Oh my god.
So I mean, that's why I say like, could I, the Cowboys have definitely done stranger things. You know what I'm saying? They've done stranger things. So does the deal get done, man? I don't know. And you know what, man? I mean, I don't think it's just I mean, everybody's just saying, well, the Cowboys just signed him. OBJ is going. I mean, if the monies are the same, I would think he would have the pick for himself. So it's like, what does he think that puts the Cowboys over the top? Because, I don't, and we also got landlord in the building. What's up with you, man? Let me give him a little crowd noise.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Appreciate y'all, man.
All
Hey,
right.
let me give a shout out to my people rocking with me real quick, Wiz, because
Go
they
ahead.
rock with me for real. Shout out to Choctaw, Montana, Captain Toki, Eric Black 60. Shout out to everybody rocking with your boy, man. I had to come from work, I can't be nefarious all day, every day, Texas bred cowboy. We in the building. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Ready,
Already.
red. Let's go.
Landlord in the building because the rent due.
Yes, sir. Got to pay them bills too now.
Yes, sir. That's why I gotta hit them. Hey, that's why you gotta hit them share buttons. That's why you gotta hit them star buttons, man. And that's why you gotta make sure you guys subscribe to everybody's page, man. Make sure you guys go over there to HTM Sports, man, and hit that subscribe button. I saw his page grow a little bit today, man. Good job, bro. And I also saw
Appreciate it.
Landlord grow today too. So, man, salute to everybody, man. And more importantly, salute to you guys, because without this, man, without y'all, this ain't possible. Well, I mean, it still be possible.
Already.
We just be out here talking to ourselves. Keep it 100.
Probably
Um,
can get a check for that too, Wes.
Probably get a check for that too. Probably get a check for that too. You feel me? But yo,
Let's
man, we just randomly talking, man. We got about 30 more minutes. We gonna be on here, man. 30, 40 more minutes. But I mean, we
okay.
kind of just we talking about landlord. Well, not landlord. We talking about LBJ. We talking about
Yeah.
have the Dallas Cowboys done so much where now it'll almost look embarrassing if they don't sign him, or they put themselves in a position where they gotta sign him because they put so much, or just what are your thoughts on it?
I was there last week. To be honest with, I felt like we did way too much last week. So at this point, it'll be very, very embarrassing. But I think he pretty much in the bag to be real. Like, when they asked him, he got a smile from ear to ear when he was when they was showing him at the game and stuff. Like, there he in there, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Whether you like it or not, he coming to Dallas, in my opinion. It's a wrap. I
Hey,
don't think he gonna leave.
real quick, shout out my boy Maurice Jacobs.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Let's
I
get
mean,
it.
just to put it into context, can y'all name the last time that Jerry Jones actually pursued a player and he didn't land him?
Nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of not one. Cause if they leave Dallas, y'all, they didn't want him. That's how that go. That go for my boy Coop too. We like Coop. We know what kind of player Coop is, but when he left this building, it was on purpose. When anybody leave the Dallas Cowboys, it's on purpose. DeMarco Murray, we let him go on purpose. Everybody leaves on purpose. It's not by mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens. But I mean, one thing I will say, man, if anybody could do all this and not go it going, it's the Dallas Cowboys, man. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now: every single year, every free agent that's big, the Dallas Cowboys are linked to him every year, bro. We're linked to him every single year. You know what I'm
That be
saying?
most of the other side though, I believe, Wes. It be like they aging in the players. Cause they gonna use us as a sales pitch to up their price. I don't know if that's necessarily the Cowboys all the time, but we be involved too though,
I
sometimes.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
we be linked, but like I don't remember nobody visiting. It ain't like these folks got the tour. Jerry pat him on the back and told him them good old lies. Got him to sign
Yeah.
their name that line, and then
We
But
been
also,
naming names, ain't it, Henry? We been
but I'm gonna
naming
tell you this.
names.
But I'm gonna tell you this too. Also, too, think about this though. We've also never, when we typically entertain free agents, it's in what during free agency. You know what I'm saying?
True.
We've never been in a situation at the end of the season where we're going into the playoffs and we're about to sign. We're entertaining signing a player. That is not typically the Dallas Cowboys at all. You know what I'm
it
saying?
really ain't.
There were needs that we had last year that we didn't take care of going into the playoffs.
But this ain't even just flirting with it. This is full fledged
Oh yeah,
recruiting.
they full
This
fledged.
is this is dedication right here.
And you know
Like
the crazy thing that makes me feel like this is like this. Like if why aren't the other teams recruiting like this?
Because like I told you my reasoning. I believe it's because, we selling him to be a cowboy. We're
And I
not
mean,
selling him necessarily on the idea of playing for this team. We selling him on the brand. We selling him for everything that comes along with it, which is a mistake in my opinion, and which is which is one of my reasons why they might piss the man off with a low ball offer. I want Steven Jones to get out the building. Like, let him go eat lunch or something, and
hey,
just let Jerry handle it.
because I'm gonna tell you this right here. I think it's damn near impossible for the Cowboys to give him some contract that makes him feel worthy and do all this at the same time. Because if you're gonna pay him, there's no reason to do this.
That's my point.
Like if you're
Cause
okay
is
with
he that hot of a commodity right now? Like, is he that hot?
no,
Know what I'm saying?
it's
If he
only
was
two
that
other
hot, they
teams.
would have signed him a couple weeks ahead of time and let him heal on their team.
if he was that, I mean, my thing is this also, if you really wanted him this bad, why do you let him go visit two other teams first, bro?
That's my point. If he see that wasn't that's
And,
an
and think
illusion
about
to
this.
say he hot right there. That's
Yeah,
an
and you think
illusion to
about
say
this.
he hot. You know
And
what
think
I'm
about
saying?
this, fellas. Think about this too. It's not like you're trying to see a workout because he said he wasn't going to work out. So it's like literally, this could be in a conversation over the phone.
True.
Like obviously, you want your medical staff. The most important person in all this, and I'm gonna tell you, if the Cowboys took him to that Mavs game tonight, I would assume that the medicals went through good. Because I would hate to think that the Dallas Cowboys are gonna do the medicals tomorrow.
Oh,
You know what
they
I'm
did it
saying?
this
Did you
morning.
did you see how he
I
was
would think
like
so.
did you
They
see
did it
how
this
he
morning.
was like ask them how it went? Ask them how it went. That boy, he a cowboy, y'all. Like, whether you like it or not, I think it's done.
Mm.
I think it's done. I'm just being real. He already hanging with the guys. Did he do that with anybody else?
But see, this the thing though. This the thing, right? You don't have to do that in New York. You're from New York drafted you. Think about this too. New York doesn't have to do any of that. You wanna know why? Because New York can give you every single thing that you're asking for. You want to replace where you can hang up your cleats, you can get that. Bruh, you're not gonna retire in Dallas.
You want to
Like
know what
even
they can't give him though?
what?
A
Elite quarterback.
quarterback.
But see, think about this. Think about this
A
though.
quarterback.
Let me take y'all this right here. I challenge the fact that OBJ truly even wants to win a Super Bowl this year. You want to know why?
Yeah,
Because
he
if that
just
was the
won
case,
one.
he just won one.
True.
Also, and if that was the case, there's no reason for you to go look at the Giants. There's no reason for you to go. If it was all about I want to be with the team that's going to give me the best Super Bowl opportunity, why did you go visit the Giants?
The
Come on,
staff.
That's
bro.
right.
The
Y'all
Giants are
talking about trying
third.
to say the Rams got over the hump because of OBJ. I kind of agree with that though. If you
I
watch
don't.
that, if especially the Super Bowl now, most people gonna refer back to the Super Bowl, but that game right there, he probably would have won Super Bowl MVP, y'all. Like, let's be real, he
Yeah,
was balling.
but see this the thing though.
He was balling.
Everybody is putting the cow before the wagon. You still got to get to the Super Bowl. And my thing is
Yeah.
this: we're using one game. We're still using one game. One
That's
game is
fair.
not good enough, man.
I
Like
did
it's
see
not
you go back and look at how he was with the Browns and stuff. That was a good take.
like you
But
know what I'm saying.
like I said, it go back to what I was saying earlier, Wes. Like, I think that was the last show or something we did. All it is man, the things that we feel like we need OBJ to do, we just feel like he can do it. We don't need him to be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? I think he can do it. Like, it's just simple. We ain't asking much from him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wouldn't want to pay no whole bunch of money. That's why I ain't trying to back up the Brinks truck. It ain't much I need from you. You know what I'm saying? I need the threat. And I think the team will be, you know what I'm saying? I think that he'll bring a little swagger to the team. I think they'll get, like, they already confident. If they bring him in the building, man, regardless of how we feel about him, I feel like he'll bring a level of confidence to this team again. Like, he'll double down on confidence, in my opinion. It is what it is. He a superstar, though. He is. I don't know if he gonna play like one right now. You know what I'm saying? That's another story. But he do have that superstar aura over him right now.
I mean, this is my thing, bro. Like you have a superstar that has the aura and he has the production
And the help.
and the help. Like
I get both sides. That's all I'm saying. I get both perspectives.
My question is this: do we think that OBJ is better than Tony Pollard when he gets in the hands of the ball?
Like all time or
Pollard healthy.
No, right now. Right now. Do we think
Pollard healthy right now?
can we say this? Can we say this, right? Do we think that OBJ is a better football player than Tony Pollard right now?
Well, I seen one guy play all season. I
Yeah.
seen other guys, in street clothes. So the question has to be Tony Pollard.
Okay, so then why wouldn't the conversation be instead of trying to get OBJ the ball? Because at the end of the day, there's only one football. You should always be trying to get it in the hands of the better player. Why don't we say instead of giving those targets to OBJ, why don't you just give those targets to Tony Pollard?
Because they had 4 years to do it. They're not going to do it.
They're not going to. Yeah.
But I mean, think about this. That makes more sense.
They should.
West Coast, this is your problem. You're trying to make sense of shit that does not make sense.
Logical
Let
stuff.
it go. Stop trying to make it make sense, West Coast.
We found out years ago that this team went logical, Wes. You know that.
That's why it upsets you so much. You are upset because it does not make football sense. We know that. I'm telling you I'm telling you what the Cowboy sense is.
See, reality and what we
Cowboys
actually want
this.
are two different things. That's the problem. Yeah.
Like that's why it upsets a bunch of people. That's why everybody that called in they know football. They were not thrilled about it either.
Let me tell you my one problem with OBJ thing. The one problem I got with him is the timetable. Cause like realistically, if we sign him right now, he's not playing against the Texans, y'all. No. He's not gonna play that game. So how many games are you actually gonna have him for? And 4. Is he gonna be able to be acclimated into the system before we get to the boss fights? Is he gonna be ready for the playoffs? I don't want no confusion going into these big games. Know what I'm saying? I don't want to be trying to work them in and working on the fly and it just be all just little rinky dink, little goofy stuff, and oops, it's an interception. Dang, we got to get it right. Like I don't want that to be the case.
Let's go even further. Do you remember we were doing the live show and we were talking, and I had mentioned on that Michael Gallup first touchdown, like that was not the design play. Michael Gallup was just finna sit down in the middle of the field. Dak Prescott broke the pocket. He saw that Dak was in trouble. He went and got to his side of vision. They made a play together. Like him, like that's stuff that they learned over years of playing with each other. That was like on the fly shit. That scramble drill. Like Odell Beckham in that situation, they're not playing to each other. Ain't no telling what happens on that play. Yeah. And they're not on the same page. So like that, so to add to it, not only that, but you also talk about losing out on scoring opportunities.
I think his biggest attribute right now, if he played, let's just live in the dream fantasy world for a second and say he played against the Texans or, our next game. His biggest attribute will probably be a decoy right now.
but it's only gonna work if they respect it, man. That's the thing. If you're listen to me, if they don't respect you as a decoy, you are simply a guy out there that we're now playing 10 on 11 football because I know for sure he's not getting the ball. So it's like OBJ is going to have to listen to me. Listen, we care about what OBJ did in the Super Bowl, but NFL corners do not care. They don't care what OBJ did in the Super Bowl. They're not going to try to hear that. OBJ is not going to step on the field and then the corner's going to say, oh my God. That's not what they're going to do. When a corner steps in front of OBJ, they're going to say, let's test that ACL and see if he can cut and break.
The only argument, the only pushback I give though. So you don't even think the third corner do that?
What on OBJ?
Yeah, they gonna be going up against the third corner more than likely.
This is my thing. Why would I be trying to get the ball to OBJ if my first and second are on the field? That makes no
because
sense.
OBJ difference will be a lot bigger for a third corner.
Yes, but think
Yeah.
about this. When is a third wide receiver getting the football? There is not too many plays in
True.
any offensive system where your third receiver is the number one target. If your third receiver is the number one target, he's the number one receiver. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, in Kellen Moore's system, that's probably why he want him because he probably trying to get away from using CD the right way. You know how ignorant they is now. He probably trying to get away from using CD the correct way, and you go back to the no ID, everybody eats type philosophy. You know what I'm saying? That might be the problem right there. Honestly.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. To do all this to be your third receiver, Noah Brown's only getting 3 targets a game. That makes no sense trying to do all this for 3 targets a game. 4 targets at most. That makes no sense. Like, in order to be doing all this with OBJ, he needs to be possibly your number 2 receiver, man. Like to do all this for a third receiver, this makes no sense, man. Third
He will
receivers,
be
think about this.
if
Think about
he
this,
healed
man.
correctly, he will be better than MG though.
But, bruh, but when? And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't believe that because 30 years old. I can't disrespect Michael Gallup by saying that. I think we're speaking.
Yeah, but
I think we're speaking
I
way
feel
too
you.
highly. I think we're speaking way too highly of OBJ when we say things like that. Because like when OBJ was in the league, I would want. Listen to me. OBJ wasn't gonna get a contract like Michael Gallup got last year. Like no team was gonna give that to OBJ. Michael Gallup got that while being injured. Why? Because of his projection of what you think he's gonna do. And think about
True.
this. Do you really, what do we always say here? If you know you're going to go for it on 4th down, do something better on 3rd down, right?
True.
Well, let's just be real. Do y'all really think OBJ is going to be a starting Dallas Cowboy next year at 31, turning 31? No, he's not. So the allure of us signing him and playing multiple years like this, that's what I'm saying. This is a situation. This is what I say right now. 1, my team does not handle change. Go look at our record coming out of bye weeks. Bro, we can barely win out of bye weeks. And why y'all think I want to go on the road? See, this is the thing that I want to do. I want a guaranteed way to win a Super Bowl this year. And the only way to do that is to keep doing exactly what we're doing. Like this is the issue that I'm having. Too many people are coming in and trying to add it. No, what if we did this? What if we no, what if we just keep doing the exact same thing and keep on getting the exact same results? Like if I'm a businessman and I see an opportunity to win, I'm going to keep on milking that opportunity until that opportunity pushes. Listen, if we go back to scoring 13, 14 points, then I get it. Your team has scored in the last 3 games, out of the last 5 games, we had three games over 40?
Yep.
The only scary part about that is you right. You ain't saying that wrong for real. Like, but the scary part about that is you don't want that time to come in the playoffs.
What time? What time?
When we ain't scoring 40
So this is
against
my
better
question.
competition.
This is my question. Why
You know what I'm saying?
This is my question. Why do we think that OBJ is going to be the savior? That's my issue. Y'all really think that we're gonna be down to some team by 2 touchdowns and OBJ is gonna come and save us? Y'all crazy, bruh. That's CeeDee Lamb's job, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't give a damn what nobody say. In the clutch, Dak is not throwing the ball to somebody he don't know. He throwing that ball to CeeDee Lamb. He throwing that ball to Dalton
Dalton
Schultz.
Schultz more than anybody.
So that's what I'm saying. If Dak is down, bro, listen, he didn't even do that with Dez, bro. Dez was in the media talking about, yeah, man, I wish he throw me the ball. You feel me? You know what he said? I'll throw the ball to who gets open.
Yeah,
Mhm.
him and Dak almost got into it about that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like what we're doing here in Dallas, this is not conducive. OBJ would be great for a pass heavy team. A pass. Our third. Think about this, fellas. We're in 12 personnel so much it really doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna tell you the real reason why Noah Brown's not playing because we have tight ends that are balling, bruh. When is OBJ going to be on the field? You really telling me we're going to take our tight ends off the field who are absolutely balling right now to put OBJ on the field? Like,
Well,
come on. That's the real reason why Noah's not getting no touches. Is because, bro, them offense on them your goddamn tight ends are balling. Go ahead, Henny. What's your thoughts, man? Let me get
well,
landlord up here. I don't know. I think he fell off.
we gotta find my boy.
All right, there you
But
go.
I'm back.
all right, cool, cool, cool. But yeah, man, it like shit. I don't know. Like we'll figure it out. I like I said, like the Cowboys will no longer. Hey, I'm on some Zen stuff, man. The
I
Cowboys
see both sides though. That's all
will
I'm
no
saying.
longer
I kind of see
run my
both
blood
sides.
pressure up. They won't run my blood pressure up. Like I said, like yeah, we already died from stroke and a heart attack. They ain't finna add to
Yeah, they gon' get you,
it.
cause you know they gon' make it interesting if they don't do nothing else now.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I prefer to win. Know what I'm saying? Like if I could trust, and this is the thing. If this was during the bye week of our season, if this is like right when we went to bye, this would be a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been the time to add somebody. You would have more games. You would have had the bye week to get them implemented. You would have had all this time to build forward toward the playoffs. He would have a defined role by then. Like, dog, you talk about this man coming in, like you say, landlord. He probably only gonna play 4 regular season games, and then we got to go right into the playoffs. And then and then we're trying to fight. I know like West Coast doesn't really want us to win the division, but the Cowboys are still trying to fight and win that last, and win out so they can win the division. So like that's a lot of stuff to try to do to go perfect, win out, and get a guy implemented into the offense. Like that's a lot. That's a lot to ask.
Especially
Yeah,
when your offense is playing at its best that it's ever have. Like there's no reason for it. Like you should listen, the only thing that your offense needs to do is play more. Have you guys noticed the more they play together, the more points they score? Like
yeah,
what's the most points that the Cowboys offense has scored in the last game they played in? Because every game the offense gets better, it gets more explosive. Kellen Moore, and listen to me, you guys keep on saying, man, I hope Kellen Moore don't turn. Bro, Kellen Moore is sticking with the run, bro. I was on Boston's show today, and I said, man, we got to give a dude some credit. Why? Because he is sticking with the run. For Kellen Moore anytime you run the ball more than you pass the ball, even if it's only 4 times, I'm giving Kellen Moore for that. You want to know why? Because he once made Ben DiNucci throw 39 times. He made Andy Dalton throw 42 times in his first game. He made Cooper Rush throw 42 times in his first game.
Garrett
Like
Gilbert,
Garrett Gilbert threw 41 times in his first NFL game. Three of them
Dak
dudes was rookies. Bro,
Dak
he don't
Prescott,
give a
he made Dak Prescott throw the ball with an AC joint 43 times
like,
talking about
man,
at
Kellen Moore don't give a damn
at
about that,
Philly.
boy.
yeah.
Like
Like Kellen
man,
Moore don't.
man, whole shoulder was shot out. I had to get an injection just to play. Nah, he good. Throw it 45.
Yeah, nah, it ain't me throwing it. It ain't me.
That's what I'm saying, man. He kind of iffy now. He kind of iffy.
But see,
You
this
know what
is
I'm
the
saying?
thing. CD Lamb is balling to a point where like he could have went crazy and thrown the ball 50 times at this point. He hasn't. Even in the game where we threw the ball 40 something times, we did run it 30 times. We did run over 30 times. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all
So
think it was cause we had so many possessions though? Cause
hey,
that
Real
helped.
quick, shout out to my boy Los Cole. I didn't mean to miss you, man. I sorry about that.
That
I see
helped, did
this
it,
call.
Henry?
it always helps, but you want the positions because
Yeah.
I mean hey if you run a 70 play, I mean you got the ball.
You better run the ball 30 times.
Yeah, you run it. If you're gonna run 75 plays, you better run the ball 35 times, 35, 40 times.
Yeah.
Facts. That's super facts. Well, I think everybody is pretty much giving their insights and their thoughts on it. One subject I want to touch on before we get up out of here, man, because one player I know for sure that we are getting back and he'll probably play this week, man, is Mr. Tyron Smith, man. What are y'all thoughts on getting Tyron Smith back and the offensive line changes that we getting ready to see?
You want to
He
go
was,
first? Go ahead.
like mine's gonna be short and sweet. We're getting back a Hall of Fame tackle.
Facts.
Like do with that information what y'all want, but like the guy with a top 10 rated run blocking tackle last year, we're running the ball great. That means that Tyler Smith can go back to guard and be a dominant force. Like on that Tony Pollard run, I keep talking about it. That 30-yard run to pretty much seal the game. He got downfield, chipped the guy, ran a guy over, dove into the end zone. Like that's what he brings to the run game. And then you get to pair him beside Tyron Smith.
Yeah, he's nasty. He reminds me of
Man.
young Lyle Collins. That's what we was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I can't wait to get Tyron back. I'm gonna be real, like, cause I feel like that's gonna solidify the whole line. Like, McGovern ain't super strong, so you don't need him, overcompensating to help nobody. And Tyler been missing a few assignments, man. I just seen it on the last game. Like, I don't even know. It was so simple. I don't even know how he missed it, cause like it wasn't even nobody else to block. You know what I'm saying? It was just somebody coming on the outside and he was turned in the inside. Like, I was like, what is you doing? He made Dak throw the ball fast and everything. So that's dangerous, man. It only takes one play to lose your quarterback. And I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm gonna be real. So I can't wait to get Tyron back. We won't have those little blunders like that. And I feel like this whole right side is already gangster. When you add Tyron back to this left and probably slide Tyler Smith to the left guard, oh, it's finna get scary for them boys, man. It's finna get scary. We might have one of the better lines, probably the best line in the league, in my opinion. Like,
Right.
we'll be right there.
As long as they stay healthy. 'Cause, that was my only pushback earlier in the year. But as bad as Tyler Smith has played at times, because I give him love for what he does do right, but he be
Yeah.
getting his ass toe up in pass pro.
It's
Like,
been lately, though. At
yeah,
the
lately.
beginning, he was straight, but then it done kind of took a little dip. That's
It's been
all.
down. It's
You
been
gotta
it's been a downward dip.
you got to remember these defenses are, at the beginning of the season everybody's kind of figuring it out. Now you're playing against guys, defensive ends who have rushed thousands of times.
And they got some tape on you, too, Will. They got some
Exactly.
tape on you now.
So I mean, every game should theoretically get harder. You know what I'm saying? Because every game they have more information on you. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That's one thing that that's kind of one of the things that rookies gotta kind of get over. As they're coming into the NFL is, I mean, and if you played at a big school, you'll understand this because they got film on you at big schools and they got film at every school. You know what I'm saying? But especially in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Like these dudes can really watch that film and apply things and change things. Like if you go look at Deron Bland's interceptions, man, them interceptions, them was not no fluke interceptions.
Oh,
Them is
he was
not no,
driving.
He
yeah, them
taking
is,
he taking the ball out them boys'
bruh,
hands.
I'm
Yeah.
curious to know. I'm curious to know what his film session looked like, man. Because like that second interception was 100% him reading his keys, understanding where the wide receiver was, understanding that Matt Ryan was probably gonna hold on to that ball, and when he locked on a receiver, he was probably gonna let it go, man. Like he literally, I mean, the throw was a bad throw. That's why he had to cuff the ball. You know what I'm saying? You got to cuff the balls. Don't let the
Yeah.
ball touch the ground.
Pause.
What you know about that?
It's crazy.
Oh man, you know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, man, I ain't never get to y'all finna ride out or y'all gonna. I ain't never get to give my
No, go ahead,
cornerback
go ahead, go
piece.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go
I
ahead.
was just about to say, man, Bland my guy, man. I trusted his tape. No, I didn't trust his tape because that's what people want to be critical about in preseason. In preseason, when you evaluating a player, don't trust the tape. Trust his traits. That's what I say. That might be my quotable because his traits was off the chains. It was outstanding. Everything I seen that he was doing on a normal basis on tape in preseason translated and materialized to the other side, know what I'm saying, to the regular season. As soon as he got his small opportunities, this boy rose to the occasion. He stood up and showed out. I love everything I see about him, man. Like I said, as a cornerback, you got to be confident. And this is a confident player. The only way a corner can be confident is you trust your technique. And his technique is smooth. Like his technique is off the chain. Like I love everything I see about him. So I just don't know if I want him on the outside or the inside since he been so productive on the inside though. Like that's gonna be something we're gonna have to evaluate later on. But I think KJ might be okay though. Cause you gotta think Anthony Brown gave up so much stuff sometimes. Like how much worse? Like what's okay if Anthony Brown like a what? What y'all say? 5 is average. What Anthony Brown would have been? What, about 6.5?
Yeah,
I
but
think
this year.
this year 6.5. No,
Six
no
and a
higher than
half.
7. No
So
higher than 7.
what you think
But,
Kevin Joseph gonna be
but see,
like
this,
from the
He a
start?
3.
Like a
but
5,
he, but see,
4,
this is the thing though. This is
a
the thing though.
3? Good grief.
Listen,
I
to me
looked at
though.
his numbers. It's not
Anthony
3.
Brown is an above average tackler though, as far as your run game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
those are different. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: when you play him at press, Anthony Brown is okay. Anthony Brown only has a problem with the long ball. That's it,
Tracking the
bro.
ball. Yeah.
That's it. But and listen to me, all the plays that you hate of Anthony Brown are him doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. But that's a big flaw at the same time too. If a team can just take a 3-step drop and just YOLO it, throw it
But
up.
see, they're not really doing that though, because remember in the Green Bay game, Aaron Rodgers had only threw 4 passes. Man, they started off with 7 straight run plays, and then on that 6 straight run plays. On that 7th play, they hit us with an over-the-top run.
I'm gonna be
yeah,
real.
passing,
That Green Bay game. Go
what's
ahead.
it?
I was
They hit
about
us
to
with the
say.
play action pass.
Yeah, I was about to say that Green Bay game, I kind of gave Anthony Brown a little pass on that because I don't think nobody seen him coming. Like, I think AB would have recovered if he wouldn't have went out. Know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody see that boy coming. He just bust out, boom, fast and burned everybody for a touchdown. I think after that play, AB probably would have recovered and had a solid game. But
Because
he
think
ended
about
up
this.
getting hurt.
They even caught Trevon Diggs slipping yesterday with the same formula: run,
Yeah.
run, and then guess what? Play action pass to your side. And
Hit
guess
him with a
what?
pump fake, too.
At this point, you almost gotta respect the run. Why? Because you know your middle can't stop the run. See, the thing I'm gonna tell you this right here: your corners this year are gonna give up big plays in the pass game. I'm gonna tell you why: because they have to help in the run game. I just explained it to you right now.
Yeah.
Because think about this: when Anthony Brown gave up that touchdown, the big play, he was in press man. He's up. What is press man on 3rd down? What do you think he's about to do? You think about he's going to run the ball? You think
Yeah.
you're getting yourself prepared to tackle?
Hey, so landlord, you were talking about how bad can Kelvin Joseph be. You weren't on the show with me and West Coast were talking about it because
Nah, that's why I wanted to say my piece. Yeah, go ahead.
so like this hasn't updated yet because I'm using Pro Football Reference to track the stats. They update every Wednesday, so this does not include yesterday. But coming into yesterday, he's only been targeted 5 times. He's allowed 3 completions, so that's 60%, right?
Yeah.
All right. He's allowed a touchdown. He's allowed a passer rating of 132.5 when targeted.
Good grief.
He's given up 48 air yards. Let's see. What else? What else bad happened? Okay.
I mean,
He hasn't missed a tackle, so no, that's a good thing.
my thing about
And he also averaging 16. He also allowing about 16.3 yards a catch.
my biggest thing about KJ is I believe that he's a safety. I believe he's a free safety. I can't get that out of my mind. Like I just can't get that out.
Did
So
he
for
get
me,
safety reps in college?
he did a little bit, but I mean, his hips say safety, bruh. The way, like, he will come up and hit somebody. Like,
Yeah,
I
he
wouldn't
would.
mind playing KJ. Like, listen, KJ could be a J-Ron Curse. That's what he should be. They should be teaching him to be J-Ron Curse.
They
Because he
had
can
Bell doing that. They got Donovan Wilson doing
See,
that
listen
too.
to me. KJ actually looks good on special teams. Why? Because he's just running down the field and hitting people,
And
bro.
hitting people, yeah.
That's all he's doing, bro. On special teams, like, he running down the field and literally making plays on special teams.
But this the best part about this situation.
Like,
Hate
they'll probably
AB
let
got
CJ
hurt.
Go
I
ahead.
hate AB got hurt, but this is finna force his hand. we gonna know about Kevin Joseph in these next coming weeks.
Yeah,
We
but
know he's.
I didn't want to learn like this. I
But
don't.
look though, I believe it could, man. I'm telling you, if you give him some better situations, he got the talent. It gotta be upstairs. It gotta be upstairs. Him not understanding what's going on with the scheme. We know he got the 40 time. He got the ball skills. He made a couple plays last game. Even though he gave up the touchdown, he still made a couple plays. He had a couple good reps too. So let's just hope for the best. That's the best we got right now. It really ain't much we can do. It ain't no free agent out there that's even really noteworthy for real. That we could just bring in and just say he gonna be better than everybody, like the
Corner?
best option we
At
got.
a corner,
Yeah.
I think there are the true funds. I think he's better. I think AJ Bouye would be better right now. I also
They
think that,
available right now?
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
well, shit. Go
Kevin,
scoop them up then.
you
Kevin
know what I'm saying?
King available. We want to try to talk him to coming in. He actually was drafted by Mike McCarthy.
Kevin King is not retired. He's just took a year off. And the cool thing about the game is this will be the perfect scenario to come back. You come back, go straight into the playoffs, and then you try to get a contract next year. You know what I'm saying?
And you'll come into a good
A
medical
dude
staff.
off the street though, he gonna have to sit a couple weeks anyway though. The way we operate, think about it.
I
We
mean,
gonna have to get your condition and everything.
yeah, I mean, KJ, listen to me. KJ's still going. I get what you're saying. He's still going to have his opportunities, but
Yeah.
I still think that like, I mean, I'm sorry. I believe he's a safety, bro. I can't I believe he has hips like a safety. He has hips like a safety. He's down to come. He's nasty like a safety, bruh. Like KJ is better on tight ends than he is wide receivers. Like I don't listen to me, bro. I don't need to see a gang of film on you getting beat on insides to know that you can't handle speed. Like, like you know what I mean? I don't have to see that a bunch of times. Like I can see that once or twice and be like, yeah, that's not a good, you know. And to be honest with you, a good evaluator of talent shouldn't need many reps. You know what I'm saying? Because in the NFL, bro, too many of those, bro, you're down 21.
True. It's
Like,
it's a very small margin for error. Yeah.
Very small. But hey, man, we've been on here for about an hour and 30 minutes, man. Shoot, hey, man, I'm gonna start with you. Hey, man, let them know let them know where they can find you at, man.
Hey man, it's Henny Demore on Facebook and HTM Sports on all other platforms.
Yes, sir.
Go.
And then landlord, man, let them know where they can find you at, my guy.
Yeah, man, just holler at your boy Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. Let's go.
Yes, sir, man. Well, hey, man, you guys already know where to catch me at, man. You guys already know what it is, man. I will see y'all in the morning, man. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.
Let's go.